One mini world, one creation dream.
In the screen, you are gonna see what my phone is vibrating. Yes, it was the alarm. I forgot to take it out. I usually wake up at this time. Oh, for those that are here that didn't know this, you must know that most of the times are gonna be on different time than you. Right now it's morning in my end, it's 7 a.m. So we have probably 12 hours of difference with most of you, okay? So yeah, it's like my wake up alarm. Um, Alright, so what we gonna do and we gonna start with. First, let me present myself. Let me change the song a little bit. Okay. Alright, so for those that didn't know me, my name is YeyoCore. Okay, I'm gonna be your teacher, and on the screen you're gonna see my UID. So, why I'm your teacher? Because I'm one of the most veteran players, and I love to play mini-world. So that's the most important thing for me. I really enjoy to play the games, and well, I have some experience creating some games. So, in the screen you're seeing my UID is this one, the one you see here. Is 2769323, okay? Just in case you want to add me, just send me an invitation and I will be more than happy to add you in game, okay? What is my experience? I am once more a veteran player. From my archive, once I was the champion of the Mini World Got Talent, and the second time I participate, I was in the third place. I also had been mini capitan for 1 year for Spanish and Latin America. And finally, I was one of the judges of the last edition of the Mini World Got Talent, okay? So that's my experience, but for me, this is not too important. To be honest, the most important thing is that I enjoy creating the maps, and I will teach you all the things you know. I'm more than happy, and you can come with me in any case if you need some help. So remember, in the Minicamp Discord group that Tomas is gonna share later, you're gonna be able to reach me out and find and talk with me, ask me questions. Also, you get support from your teammates, the other students that they are really helpful. Okay. So what we gonna do this specific minicamp? The ocean origin is of the human civilization is full of stories and legends. For this minicamp, this edition, we are gonna start to focus on create a map related with the ocean, okay? So remember, by participating in this live stream, you can make your own story and you can explore this new world and unknown world together, okay? It says live, right? Okay, so on the screen you are seeing the different times. For those that are new, or they probably don't know how Minicamp works, Minicamp is an event where you will be able to learn with me in 6 different classes how to create a specific map. This time is gonna be how to create an ocean map, and it's gonna be an RPG map. That means that we're gonna learn how to create an RPG. That's it. Okay? So we can start creating your maps tomorrow. Okay? Here you see this says 25, but I always recommend to create your map one day after the first class, because sometimes that can give you some errors when you submit your map, okay? And we have until the 12th of March to create our map. Starting on the 13th of March, we're gonna start submitting your maps, and I'm gonna start reviewing your maps, okay? We're gonna give like a score for your map, and with that score, we're gonna get some winners that can grant a real money and some skins, okay? So remember, this is an event for learning, but also you're gonna get prizes if you won with your maps, okay? So what's gonna be interesting thing, remember to submit your map before. Here it says 19, but remember, I always recommend to you to submit your map at least one day before. Why? Guys, sometimes there is a lot of problems. I don't know, as an example, the same day you wanna submit your map, Miniwarp is doing maintenance, or the internet in your area went down. So it's gonna be very nice to submit your map at least 2 days before this. Just in any case, just in case something happens, you already have your map participating, okay? Don't let the things for the deadline. That's the baddest idea you ever had. So next we have the prices, guys, okay? And I haven't checked the chat. So I'm gonna place this screen and let me read you on the chat, okay? Okay. Yeah, Max Gaming, I remember you from a long time ago, and I played with you a lot of times. Oh, I see. You have to give me your Discord ID, Max Gaming, to be able to remove the ban from you. Okay, so Guardian is here. Welcome, Guardian. Bienvenido a la clase. Just for you guys, I also speak Spanish. And yes, Guardian, let me switch to Spanish just a second. So, Guardian, sí, vamos a tener una actualización, pero va a llegar en las próximas semanas. Sin embargo, vamos a hacer un mapa del océano. Alright, so Thomas, please take note of Max Gaming ID. I will later remove the ban from you, okay? Alright. So guys, in the screen you are seeing the different prices that we're gonna have by playing and submit our map, okay? So remember, there are always 5 kind of prices. The most simple one is the finalist one. If you create an RPG map and it's related to the ocean, I'm gonna submit your map as a how do you call this? As a shortlist, okay? That means that you're gonna, just by participating, get this skin, okay? Now, what happens once you have a prize, okay? Remember, you participate, you can win real money and some real prizes. So the first one we gonna have is the one that is for advanced hours, okay? What does it mean, guys? It means that the best advanced hours is gonna be the prize for the amateurs, for those that are not developers yet, or for those of you that are developers in level 1, okay? So if you are one of those, you can win $15 just by participating, and if you get the hour. It's up to 30 people, so a lot of people is gonna win this. You have a lot of chances to win this, and you can get $15 just by participating. Then we have the creativity hour. How it works, guys? The creativity hours is gonna up to 15 people, and as you see here, it's gonna be based in the innovation of your gameplay and the good game experience you have. So that means that probably if all the people is gonna do the same kind of map, if you do something different, but different doesn't mean like just be different because you are different. It means something that is really enjoyable but different. You can win this one. It's up to $30, so that means that you can get double of this one. You can get $30, and it's up to 15 people. Then we have the best 11 hour. This is the one of the that I always say that you can win this very simple. It's very easy to win this one, and the only thing that you have to do is to follow all the steps I provide you, all the different features I'm gonna teach you. If you implement it, you can win this. It's basically the best attendance, the student that learns more, and that is really willing to learn and implements everything, okay? So in Discord, you can send me updates of your map, and according to that, I will be able to give you this price. And finally, the biggest one, the $40 one. Oh, remember, this is gonna be for $35. This one, the biggest one, is gonna up to 5 people, and this is gonna be for those of you that create the best experience, guys. What does it mean? It means that, as an example, you create a map that is outstanding, that doesn't have like big bugs and that affect the game experience, that is really enjoyable, that has a lot of cool plugins and triggers. You're gonna want this. And it's gonna be for $40. That's a lot of money, guys. So I hope you can win one of these. Most of the students do. Of course, is Kenzie here that has just come to say hello. Kenzie won the last minicamp, and on the previous minicamp has won like 2 times one of these codes. Mini Shark is selling code. The code is gonna be at 8, so in 20 minutes you can come back. Hola Daniel, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido a la clase. Alright, so let's continue. And this is the schedule we're gonna follow. Today we're gonna learn with me how to showcase your map, or more we're gonna play different kind of RPG games. So we're gonna, yeah, just play, guys. Then we're gonna have what is an RPG game. I'm gonna teach you like different kind of RPG games, and finally we're gonna start creating our map and set up our rules. Okay? So remember, there's 6 classes in total, divided in 3 different weeks. We are in the first one. Tomorrow at the same time we're gonna have the second class, and then we're gonna have the other classes. Okay? And finally, on the week number 4, we're gonna have the contest and the submission. I'm gonna teach you what we're gonna do. Okay? So the story is gonna be based on the ocean, but what we're gonna do is an RPG game. Okay? So what is an RPG game, guys? Probably you have played a lot because it's one of the most popular kind of games that ever exist, and you have like a lot of different kind of maps of this. So the first style we're gonna learn, or is what is a roleplay game. Okay, guys, a roleplay game is any kind of game in which you take a part or you take the role of a character. Okay, so as an example, most of the times you're gonna be a warrior or something similar, playing a medieval fantasy, but that depends. It can be a lot of things. You can take the place as a lumberjack, as a fisherman, I don't know, as a teacher. The thing is that you have to play the role of some character. Okay, that's the main target of a role-play game, and you take the role into an immersive and detailed world. Okay, yes, you can use water biome. The focus for this minicamp is gonna be RPG, but you have to do it on the water. It can relate with everything, Max, but it has to be on the water. So the second one is gonna be the second important element for an RPG is the story. Most of this RPG, as we take the role of a character or something similar, are gonna be related to one story. Okay, so that means that you have to have some narrative elements. You can use stories, you can use missions, you can use papers, you can use whatever to tell your story. But most of the times, RPGs do it through different NPC. Remember, NPC means non-playable characters, and it's like characters where you can talk with them and learn different things. Apart from this, we're gonna have like different items that also show the role or that are part of the role, and we have an hero lore, like the story of the hero, the story of the world that is gonna be covered. And finally, most of the RPG games, and remember, RPG games are not only video games, you have tabletop RPG games, are going to have some specific mechanics. The first one is that your character can grow. As an example, it can be stronger, or it can be faster, or if you were doing a kind of map like the classic RPG, you can have more strength, or more agility, or more mana, or more attack. You usually have a random loot. That means that in some components you can get items, and those items are going to be completely random. You have most of the time variety of enemies. That means that, as an example, first you fight against a wolf, then you have a goblin, and then you have a dragon, and then you have a vampire, and a lot of different kind of creatures you fight for. Most of the time you have different locations because it's a big world. That's the idea. It's gonna be an immersive role. And another important cool thing is that you can replay, you can redo, you can play over and over the same game, and you keep growing up. So that's gonna be very important. Now, RPG games are more of the times like divided in different kind of things. Okay, hi Happy, welcome to the class. The first thing is that we have a tactical RPG. So those are the classic RPGs that you can, is turn-based. That means that you don't play in real time, you have to wait until something happens to take decisions. Games like this, you can count as an example Pokemon. Pokemon is an RPG and it's a turn-based RPG. Or another kind of games as an example, Warhammer 40k Tacticus, where you can move in different kind of grid, and depends of that and the decisions you take, you can advance. Most of the times you're gonna have different characters with those kind of RPG. Then we have the multiplayer massively player open RPGs. Those are kind of RPGs that you can play with a lot of people at the same time, and most of the times the importance here is to play multiplayer and to be able to do different missions with different people, and it's like a social experience in RPG. And most of the times it's like you have generic missions that you have to complete. So the main focus on those is gonna be to play with other people, and to be able to grow up your character and do a social experience. Then we have my favorite one, that is the action RPG. So compared to the others, those are gonna focus on the combat more than the story, and most of the times all the actions happen immediately. That means that you have, like, if you press space, your character is gonna jump. If you use a skill, it's gonna be used automatically. So it's another kind of RPG, and it's one of the most popular. Okay. Apart from that, there are two different styles of RPG, guys. That is very important. We have Western RPG and Japanese RPG. Okay. So a long time ago, in a happily country world, the companies start creating those games. And one of the countries that create more games was Japan. But remember, this is a style of game, doesn't mean that it have to be done in Japan. It's a style of game. And the United States and Europe create another kind of RPG, and they take like their own style. Okay, what will be the differences? Most of the times, Western RPGs are gonna be darker, are gonna be dark fantasy or fantasy related, and the focus is the gameplay. Of course, you have stories on there, you have a storyline, a lore, but the main purpose is to play and grow up your character. So most of the times you're gonna start as a non-powerful character with no any level, and you can grow up and get things and get stronger and fight, like make your own story. And in Japanese RPGs, you take the role of most of the times a skilled hero that has a lot of powers, and that are more focused on the story more than the gameplay. So that means that probably you have played a lot of these games. As an example, Final Fantasy, Genshin Impact is more related to the Japanese style. And as an example, Diablo, Skyrim, those are gonna be more related to the Western RPG. Another important thing is that the RPGs are more bright, are more anime related aesthetics. So that's the main difference, okay? Yeah, I love Western RPG. I love both of them, but my favorite one is the Western one because you can grow up your personal character as you want. Okay, and finally, some RPG games that probably you have seen before. One of my favorites is Diablo. I played Diablo since Diablo 1. Of course, I didn't like Immortal 1 because it was like a casino that takes a lot of money, but most of the older Diablos are really good. And this is one of the games that changed the RPG style game forever. So that's one of my favorites. Of course, you have been placed, or you have heard, if you haven't lived under a rock, since a lot of time probably you have heard about Zelda. The last one was an amazing game. Most of the Zelda different games are really amazing, but the last one was, wow, something outstanding. Or Horizon Zero Dawn, or as an example, The Witcher. Those are RPG games, okay, guys? And I'm gonna show you the map, okay? Oh, okay, it has already two different comments. No idea, because I can translate now. Alright, guys. Okay, welcome to Ancient Tips RPG. Let's take a look at the world. As you see, this map is gonna be played under the water. Oh, I cannot exit from here. Oh yeah, I was able to. So we take part of an underwater complex, and we're gonna fight like different creatures. Okay, I get stuck here again. Okay, perfect. I was able to move. Alright, so we're gonna start the story. Hey soldier, we need your help. We need you on the front line. The Ancients are invading this city. We need to recover Sector B. Equip an armor and a weapon, and then talk to Atlas. Alright? So, what I have to do? Alright, so seems that I'm gonna have to equip an armor. Perfect, I have my armor, and I got a level up, okay? So check the first thing, guys. We will be able to do a stat, a different stat, and I'm gonna pause the music a little bit. We're gonna be able to have different stats here, okay? So, how is it gonna work, guys? We're gonna have strength, we're gonna have agility and intelligence, and we're gonna have a main attribute. My hero main attribute is gonna be strength, so that means that every time I increase my main attribute, I'm gonna get more power. So I'm gonna do that. I got 1 of attack, and I got my stats increased, okay? So as you see, you can start like selecting what you're gonna make with your character, if you wanna make it stronger in some points, or strong or weaker in others, okay? And we're gonna learn how to move these missions, how to have this timeline, and complete the story, okay? It says, there is an emergency on the door, we need you. The Ancients are breaking down our defenses. Help the soldiers to contend the Ancients. If you get hurt, Kepler can heal your wounds. Okay, thank you for the information. Means that every time I get hurt, I can heal here, and I can talk with Kepler for actually having like different items and be able to heal myself. Now I don't have any money, so let's see how it works. Okay, so it seems that we have some enemies there that are attacking us. As you see, you can level up. You can pick up some coins. And I'm gonna hide right under this barrier. And since I got level 3, so I can have more points, I'm gonna increase my stats. As you see, my life is growing up and my regeneration too. And also I can check or select a different skill to level up. Alright? That's gonna be very important. Welcome guys, welcome Ashard, and welcome to all of you. In this case, I'm gonna select a new skill. So means that I'm gonna have a kinetic strike, okay? Alright, once you select your skins, or if you don't have any available points, you won't be able to do anything. But remember, every level, you're gonna have like different items and skills to level up, okay? And the important thing is that you can level up your skills. Alright? Come on, hit me with your best shot. Oh, he hits me. Alright, do it again. Alright. Oh, it's attacking me. As you see, if you realize, we have different skins for the mobs. And I'm gonna teach you that at the last class. Okay, so that's a spoiler, guys. Now I'm gonna increase my energy. So I'm gonna increase my intelligence. And I'm gonna learn this skill that is gonna be break up. I get some items. This gives me 2 of strength. This gives me 1. So I'm gonna switch over. And I'm gonna put my cape on. Guys, so let's do the roll up. Perfect. Alright. Okay, so now I have you on. Alright. So as you may see, as you realize, we can increase and change our character as ever we want. Probably going to implement like somewhere you can console where it's gonna do everything, but strength is gonna give us more life, and it's gonna give us more life regenerations. Agility is gonna give us more armor, more speed, and more jump. And intelligence is gonna give us more energy and more energy regenerations, okay? For now, as my main attribute, you can set up also main attributes for your hero. Is gonna be strength. Every time I rise these points, I'm gonna get also more attack. So I got +4 attack, and my strength is up to 4, okay? Check this. Okay, so this is another important thing. During the game, you're gonna have different kind of mobs, okay? So you have elemental mobs that you're gonna learn how to do, and also you have powerful mobs that are gonna give you extra coins. As an example, are gonna give me power souls if I kill them. Okay, so you can have the same mob in simple, singular, alpha mob, epic mob, and legendary mob. And depending of the grade, is gonna have more skills, more power. We have to help the soldiers at the door. Alright, we have more enemies here. We have the soldier helping us out. Seems that there is a big fight here. Oh, they are hitting me. Ah, you didn't count with that. You see, as an example, this is a bleed mode. If he hits me, it's gonna add bleed effect on me. But I also can have armor for that, and my weapons can produce bleed. Okay, I almost died here. Come on. I have no energy, need to recover. I have 2 bleed modes here. Come on. Okay, ooh. That was hard. But the cool thing is that every time I level up, I got healed. So I'm gonna have the way to increase my skills. What do you think, guys? I should raise the level of kinetic strike or roll up? I think kinetic strike is okay. So now I have 2 levels for those skills. It's gonna do more damage. And let's see, everything is clean up. No mobs here. I'm gonna pick up some of the things that the mobs left. And we have the next part of this story here. Alright, seems that I have a potion. I have a couple of boots. Okay, I'm gonna put the potion here because it's gonna be very helpful. Okay. So reinforcements on time. Let's see what happened. We need to protect this laboratory. It's our last hope. If they take the lab, we're gonna lose Atlantia. Stop the invasion. Alright, and I have different weapons, but I don't have enough money right now. So I'm just gonna keep the ones I already have. Okay. Oh. Come on. What do you think? Are you gonna kill me? Ha! I'm the faster Jedi here, right? Yeah, it seems that we have to fight against Templars. Alright, a potion, right? It's okay for me. Okay. I'm gonna be able to hit you. Okay. I don't have almost any energy. Right, cool. We were able to stop the invasion. What? IDK. IDK Paulo, no idea what you're talking about. Alright, so good job, the ancients have retreated. Perfect. Now we need to restore the energy of the different generators. But we almost died, we don't have energy, so I'm gonna move and I'm gonna heal and then I'm gonna come back, okay? So what do you think of the mechanics that you see up to the moment? If you realize, also another mechanic is that you're gonna get random loot, and this is gonna be very cool, guys. You can create different tables or different lists for random loot. As an example, if you have a mob, and you want that mob to give you automatic experience without having to set it up, you can do it. You can do your own setups, and also it is gonna be very important. You can have like different variety. As an example, your mob can have a list of items. If you have too much luck, you have not that much luck, or you have no luck at all. I'm gonna buy some potions here. So, as an example, you have a monster, right? So no, not a monster. Let's say like, yeah, you have a wolf, and you want wolf have 30% chances to drop a list. That 30% list is only having like common stuff, you can do it. That same wolf, when you kill it, has 10% of chances to drop rare items. As an example, in the rare items you have wolf skin that is gonna be important to grab something, you can do it. And also you can add more lists. As an example, if you have 1% of chances to drop a legendary item, that is gonna be wolf, I don't know, amulet, that is gonna give you more power, you can do it. Alright, so let's continue and let's fight here. Your focus is on the wrong guy. I'm the one who is gonna help it over it. Okay. Don't bring the back to your enemies. Hey, you wanna fight? Huh. Oh, as you see, that one was an ice mob. So it was like dealing ice damage to me. Alright guys, so as an example, I'm gonna increase my strength to have more attack. And I can level up any of my skins. I'm gonna raise to level 3 kinetic strike. Oh, I don't have any item here, okay. Oh, seems this is gonna be a tough one. Okay. Come on. Oh, I don't have energy. I have to retrieve while I drink some potions. Okay. Come on, die. Alright. Cool, that was a powerful one. Come on, you wanna fight? Ah. Alright, as you see, in the map, we are having like different missions and we have a story that we have to follow up. I have no more power. Alright, and let's drink potions here. Okay, Fire Templar. If he hits me, probably I'm gonna be in problems because I'm gonna be fire or burning, and I don't wanna die that quickly. Okay, let's drink a potion. Let's pick some coins here. Oh, we have a fire one. No. I don't want to die. I used too much. Oh. I used too much power here. Okay. This is making me problems because. Oh, no, I died. I died, guys. I died miserably. All right. So yeah, as you see, these like elementals moves give like your game a lot of variety. Here to see, I haven't checked what we got from the random stuff. Seems we're gonna have a better armor, and seems we're gonna have to buy some armor here. No, I don't have enough money to buy anything. I guess no. I'm poor guys right now on the game. Well, let's start. Let's continue. What do you think up to the moment, guys? Do you like the game's playstyle we're gonna learn? Alright, so remember you can test this by yourself also. You can enjoy the experience. It's just gonna reach the final boss. Remember guys, once more for those that are coming, this is the map we're gonna learn how to do on the minicamp, okay? Don't remember, I already opened this. Okay, I was able to kill him. Alright, so seems that we need to turn off the different generators here. Oh. Okay, well, it's a hard one. Okay, yeah, that, oh wow, he was really good, really OP level. We don't have too much things here, and as you see, we activate the first one. We left 3 of them, no items here. We have two different generators activated. I think I left two of them. Oh, I have a skill power here. What do you wanna think I'm gonna increase? I think I lack enough energy, so I'm gonna increase my energy. Hopefully, I will level up soon. Oh, so when it's hitting me, perfect. All right, so it seems like you don't have boots. Oh yeah, I have boots. What I don't have is the rest. Okay. Oh, I have a potion here. So let's use that potion. Very well. 3 coins. Okay, I have another generator. What happened? This is hard. I died. I died again, guys. I'm dying over and over, but I'm almost finishing that mission. What is gonna be the game plan, guys? Okay, so this is very important for you, Max Gaming, and for all of you. And remember, I always like show you this screenshot where you can play your game. Okay. As always, it's gonna be very important to do different things. First, remember you have to choose a project name. Important things. This is the only things that you cannot change. You cannot change the game genre to be accepted for this Minicamp. Needs to be an RPG game. The theme needs to be related to the sea. That means to ocean. It can be an island. It can be underwater. Whatever you want. But important, and I'm gonna just move this. And this is gonna be very important. I'm gonna fill this with you, okay? So, the project name in my case is Ancient Deep, okay? RPG. Remember, always if you're doing an RPG, you have to mention you are doing an RPG because a lot of people look at that first, okay? Remember that you cannot change the RPG or the C here. The art style, you can choose whatever. I'm just showing you what I'm did. Remember, you can use pirates, or you can do a tribal RPG or a medieval RPG, but it needs to be related to the sea. Yeah, as an example, you can do what Matt Gaming is doing, like a Western map with Japanese style. Even knowing that there is a Western RPG, you can do a Japanese style, but the gameplay style most of the times is gonna be the same. In my case, it's gonna be retro futuristic. If you have played a lot with my maps, you know I love this kind of style. It's gonna be ancient also because you have some creatures, and it's gonna be underwater. Okay. The story mine takes. I'm gonna not write it, but you have to write your own story. I highly recommend that. Remember, try to get as deep as you can. In my case, is the year 2033. 2333, and the humanity has explored the ocean, but in the depths of the ocean they found a forbidden secret, and they awaken an ancient creature that is gonna end humanity. Now you are in the station of exploration number 19, also named as Atlantia, and you have to deal with an invasion from this ancient enemy. That's the story I'm gonna tell in my game. Remember, yours is gonna be depending on your game. Okay. Once more, another important thing is target group. Remember, I always mention this. If you want to create a game, create a target group first. It's who is gonna play your game, basically. In my case, as I'm your teacher, is gonna be Minicamp students. Alright? From America, Asia, and Spain, intermediate level. That means that if you probably are seeing this and you are a beginner, you're gonna have some problems because Minicamp is for medium level creators, but don't worry, you'll still be able to create it, okay? In your case, focus your game to some specific target. As an example, I always play this example. Imagine you like the music, you create music, and you want to sell music, alright? So, if you want to sell, your company, also develops or creates clothes, okay? And you want to sell your clothes because you design your clothes like in color dark, with aggressive aesthetics, and you want to sell those t-shirts, and you have a lot of people, but who you think is gonna buy your clothes? Is gonna be a metalhead, people who listens metal, who like the color black, who likes the aggressive things, or is it gonna be probably a ballet listener who likes probably pastel tones, that likes more relaxed kind of things? Of course, if you sell to the ballet one, probably you're not gonna sell anything. But if you sell to the right person, you're gonna have a right amount of things by it. So remember, on the target group, try to focus your game to a specific kind of person. As an example, there is a game that is called Girls Frontline. This map is really cool, and they use like pastel zones. Everything is focused on for playing with girls, and most of the girls in Miniworld have like a map that represents her, truly are designed for them, and that was one of the most popular maps because a lot of people were playing because they like the style. And for monetization, to choose what you're gonna do in your map to earn money. In my case, what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna teach you that at the end of the minicamp, is I'm gonna sell premium items, power-ups, and exclusive items, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna implement some exclusive armors and some exclusive weapons that you can only get with money. So remember, this is very important because in anywhere you can get money by playing, okay? Alright, not to bore you, here are some differentials. This is important, guys. Differential is what are you doing different to other games? And that's what makes a success. Because if you do the same that others are doing, probably you're not gonna be different from them, and people is not gonna value your map. So, as an example, in mine, there are images and videos in games. That's something that I only can do, and probably only the 5 teachers and the developers, okay? The second one is the hero skill level up and the stat system. The third one is that you're gonna have custom skins, elemental mobs, and super mobs. The fourth one is that you have random loot chests, and finally you have advanced scripting. So that means that your map is gonna have a lot of different things, in my case, that most of the maps want, okay? Although this is very important, remember the scenario is gonna be divided and you have like different things to do here, guys. Alright, so I recommended that max play with 4 or 5 players. Even 5 is too much for an RPG. I recommended to do it with 4, unless you do a multiplayer, massively played RPG, so you can do any kind of amount of there. I always recommend you can create any map of any size, but be sure that the different areas at max are from 64 by 64, okay? Why? Because it's gonna run faster and the triggers and the scripts are gonna work better. In my case, my characters are gonna be sci-fi or science fiction, technology, science fiction warriors. The win conditions for an RPG is not win, okay? So remember, an RPG, there are like different kind of hits. The main win condition for a single player RPGs is to complete the game. Okay? Another one is gonna be to like get into the end. But if you play most of the times, what I recommended is that once you win, the player will be able to play again, okay? So playable. Playable is gonna be important, okay? Because probably you can implement an arena and players will be able to grind over and over all the game just to be able to get stronger and be able to do a PvP. The playtime, remember, this is unlimited. We don't care about the time here. What we care is that the player finish, okay? And other rules, as an example, well, is gonna be that you can save all your items, okay? This is gonna be very important, guys. I'm gonna teach you how to save everything. Save your game, okay? So, quick example here, guys. If I access to my map, remember I just was like in a specific mission here. Give me a second. You see, I keep my items, I keep my stats, and I keep my skills, okay? Everything is kept here. Also, as you see, I don't have to start over. I just start from the part I left. Right now, I don't need to complete all the missions back. I just can go ahead and move around freely, as you see. Alright? Of course, you have some mobs, again, because, well, you can redo and you can re-level up some options. Like for grinding or like gathering more experience. But you don't need to complete more. As you see, you can walk around freely. You can play the different parts of the map. And you're not gonna have like to redo it over and over. You just continue from the part you left. Okay? So about this scenario, remember it can be any size. Remember that it needs to be related to water, sea, ocean, island, wherever. You can do whatever you want for the theme. It can be medieval, pirates, sci-fi, underwater, island, wherever you want, but it needs to be related with the ocean. Remember the graphics, like the part where you move around, it needs to be wow. I always say a lot, surprise the people, make it like be amazed with your map. You have to make different locations, and remember, the architecture needs to be beautiful, but your map needs to be functional, okay? So be sure the players can move freely around, they can play. Sometimes you buy like amazing things, but the distances are too big, so it's very boring to play because there is too much distance. So this is something that you have to be very careful with, okay? So that will be it for now. I'm just going to show you that because I think it's gonna be very important to show you that you can play like in different levels, okay? All right, so for now, guys, that's gonna be it. Remember, contact me if you need some help, and tomorrow we have a class. It was a pleasure to give you this class, and thank you so much for coming. YeyoCore is saying bye, and see you